We're here joined by Robert Kellerhouse now. Robert, it's been a fantastic day here at Galway Downs. Discuss the three-star division first of all.
Well, it was great to have everyone come out and join us this year, and I know the effort that everyone made, whether they were local or from the East Coast or from Europe. And I'm glad everyone was safe, and I'm glad it was a good competition. I'm glad the footing held up, and I'm in a very good mood.
We're here now and joined by the whole Alliston family who's come over to support their son James, who's with me now. And behind us stands Jumbo's Jake, the current leader after his phenomenal cross country today. James, first talk to me about the experience in your ride out there. You had a great ride on Parker earlier to kind of set the tone for the day, and another amazing go to put you atop the leaderboard.
Yeah, it was certainly an advantage going out on Parker, knowing how the course rode, and he was very strong actually. It wasn't the most relaxing round I've ever had on him, and I was quite tired when I crossed the finish line, but we survived, and I kind of got a feel that the time was quite achievable, quite easy on him. So I went out on Jake, you know, just kind of let him cruise a little bit to begin with, knowing that the time you know, was quite achievable, and he came home, I think, right on the time, I think, so yeah.
There was a lot of trouble out there today. Were you guys nervous watching your son having come all the way over here?
Extremely nervous. I don't want him to get hurt, but I'm also nervous that he gets the results he would like, that he's not disappointed. You know, whether that's, you know, 25th or 5th or whatever. I want him to be happy with his result. I want them all to be happy.
Well, you can definitely be happy today with a great finish here and a phenomenal weekend, and both horses really came and played the game today. Talk about your experience coming to the U.S. to support your son and everything so far.
Well, we've been a number of times now, and it's really great coming here. Everybody's so hospitable, they always look after us very well. And I have to say that Peggy and Chuck, where James is based at Gracelands, they're wonderful hosts, and we have a terrific time. So we can't wait to come back again.
We're here now with Nate Chambers, who sits in second place in the CCI 3-star division at Galway Downs. Nate, you had a great ride today on Rolling Stone. Talk about that.
Yeah, he was great. I was certainly glad I had him out there. You know, this was a tough course, and it was very nice to have someone that's really a partner and a seasoned horse.
And your girlfriend Ellie McPhail's here to support you. Obviously, she's come out west with you as well. Talk about watching him ride, and what were your thoughts on it?
It was pretty nerve-wracking. I would say that this is the first time I've really seen him and Rolly ride at a big event, and so it's definitely a new experience, but it was good. Yeah, it was good.
And Rolly and you have obviously a super long-term relationship going on, speaking of relationships, but just kind of touching on that, you had some bad luck, a little bit of an injury he suffered a while ago, and you guys are back in the game and it seems better than ever. So just kind of talk about yesterday. There was a little bit of rain. Did you get a little nervous about the footing and what you might encounter?
Well, you know, that was the whole reason we came out here, looking for your all's magic footing. And so it was a little disheartening, but then, you know, you get to the course today, and God, by the afternoon, it was wonderful. I mean, I was like, well, this is what we came out here for. So it was great to see that.
You know, he is a really strong horse. He's just so game and so willing to do this job. He just wants to get in there and do it. So we've, over the year, tried to find some balance into keeping that enthusiasm, but keeping it under control. And I think in the beginning of the course, he was a little too aggressive, and he was jumping. He was kind of getting up against some fences. But kind of towards the middle of the course, he really settled down and really found a good rhythm. So I'm just thrilled with him.
Well, for his first CCI 3-star, definitely a great go here at Galway, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a good course. I've ridden at Richland where he designs, and his courses are always big and galloping and kind of kick on sort of fences like he used to ride. It was great being able to ride, you know, this 3-star that he's designed.
it got our attention. It was a great course. You know, it was a nice forward, galloping, get on with it type of course. And, you know, even it got the witch's attention in places, which was good to feel because sometimes she gets just a little bit too game out here. And I feel very lucky that I still have my partner ride around and enjoy these wonderful courses that are being built.
Well, Ian, congratulations. It's a big course, and we thought it was going to be easier. You got me. And you got many riders too. Good job. We all thought we would be able to ride it better. It was a tough course. And the horse that I didn't expect to do well did better than the other one. At least I was able to control him. The second horse had no steering wheel, no brakes. So here we are, no points this time.
We're joined now by John Strassburger and Wesley. John, you had a fantastic ride in the long format today. Talk to me first about doing the long format and kind of why you chose to do that rather than the short format.
I've been a believer in the classic format for 30 years. It's what I grew up doing, and when the FEI decided to get rid of the classic format now almost 10 years ago, 7-8 years ago, I've been an outstanding proponent and believer in it ever since. I've written about it ad infinitum, and I did the training level 3-day event here 2 years ago, and now I've brought this mare up to do the classic format, and I intend to keep doing classic format preliminary 3-day events with her into the future. Alba was left with us 3 years ago. The man brought her to us to sell and paid us the first month's board, and we never heard from him again. And 90 days later, we got her by court decree, and my wife Heather and I sort of looked at each other and said, okay, what do we do with her now? And we thought, well, we'll try to sell her. And I'd started jumping her, and she was always eager from the get-go, and she's fabulous with my son Wesley here, and I hope that someday she'll be his horse too. And so I'm just delighted with her. She's a wonderful, wonderful little mare.
Steeplechase a good time?
Oh, steeplechase was fabulous. I'm kicking myself that she was really fast on the first loop, and I just was worried about her, conserving her energy, and I let her slow. I got her to slow down too much, and then we couldn't make up the time at the end. I'm kicking myself about that, but it was great fun, and she jumped absolutely fabulously.
Well, still in the running, certainly to have a great finish here at Galway Downs. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're here with the leader now in the CCI two-star division at Galway Downs. Amber Levine, you're leading the two-star, and you were tied for first after yesterday's dressage, putting in a lovely go. Talk about your ride today.
My horse was fabulous. I've only had him about 2 months now, but he was great. He's an Anglo-Arab, so I've got the endurance versus the Westphalian I had. So he was fabulous. He was so good. I couldn't have asked him to be any better.
Going into stadium, as you know, Hawley's right on your coattails, but you were actually a show jumper before an eventer, so you definitely have that in your corner. Talk about your goals for the course tomorrow, obviously besides going clean.
I mean, the show jumping is definitely, we've been working with the show jumping quite a bit, but I am lucky because that is the world that I come from. So, we've done our homework, and we'll just see what he does tomorrow.
We're joined now by Hawley Bennett-Awad, who had a fantastic ride in the two-star division here on Splendor of the Sun. Hawley, Sunny's a ride you've had for quite a while, but talk about your course today. It was phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, I have been lucky enough to have been riding him for the past 3 years. He was awesome. Any of the Instarks courses, if you come out and ride forward and aggressive, it's going to ride well. And knowing that, that's what I did. And that horse loves to run, and he's a good jumper. And the guys did a fantastic job with the footing and threw in some big studs and went clean and fast.
What are you looking for tomorrow out of him, obviously, other than a clean round? And what do you think it's going to take to get the job done?
magic. No. You know, Amber's a fantastic show jump rider, so she's got that in her corner, and she's on a great jumping horse. My goal is to come in and finish on my dressage course, so we're going to be dreaming of keeping the rails up tonight and give Sonny some extra cookies, and I'll tell him he gets some time off after this.
Summer, you just got done doing your first training 3-day. Talk to us about your experience.
It was great. It's really fun to come here. It's beautiful weather. I'm from Utah, so the sun was nice. It was cool weather, but perfect, really. And I had a blast. I think it's great to really teach people to be in tune with their horses and to pay attention to their physiology and stuff, and gives people a better understanding of what's really going on with their horse, and makes you appreciate the cross-country ride a lot more too, I think. It was great. It was really fun. You probably had the helmet cam. There were a few pretty ugly jumps, but otherwise it was really fun. We were riding into the sun for half the time, but it was cool because it adds a lot more technicality without the size. So I think it's really fun, kind of an intermediate step. It definitely is a step up from all the trainings I've done, but that was good that way too. Add a little bit more. You know, the questions are a little bit harder, but it was good.
Great preparation for moving up to prelim.
Yes, yes.
Well, you guys had a good go yesterday, and with your clean round today, that will definitely put you in the thick of things for tomorrow. So best of luck in your show jumping and to the end of your weekend.
Thank you very much.
This jersey you're wearing, kind of rocking the lucky jersey, as you told me.
It's signed by the best soccer player of all times, Pelé. He's the King Pelé. So this brings me luck. I didn't fall. I was about to a couple of times, so it did bring me luck.
All right, well, good luck the rest of your weekend, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.